Morning, everybody. Thank you for and welcome to the press conference of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission here at the COMELEC building in Manila. We would like to welcome every press who came and thank you. GMA7 is here, RTVM, ABS-CBN, well, PTV4 is here and the Malacanang Press Corps coordinated this event. We would like to also announce that we are live in several social media platforms. With us is IBC Tutok 13, Mindanao Daily Mirror, Philippine Information Agency, Philippine News Agency, Presidential Communications, Radio Pilipinas, and The Presser. In front are PACC officials and Bureau of Immigration officials. I would start with our chairman, the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commissioner Chairman, Dante L.A. Jimenez, the Executive Director of the PACC, Executive Director Attorney Eduardo Bringas, from the BI, representing Commissioner Morente, is and the head of the Bureau of Disciplines is Deputy Commissioner Attorney Aldwin Alegre, and BID spokesperson Ma'am Dana Crista Sandoval. So to greet you, a welcome, and for his message, I'd like to present to you Chairman Dante L.A. Jimenez of the PACC.
Okay, thank you very much. This is not yet a announcement or a formal opening of my statement, but just for the information of our media friends, the Koreans who were allegedly victimized by these BID agents actually fears for their security. So that's why they beg, if possible, they will be presented tomorrow, maybe the same time or, at 11 o'clock, I don't know. And we will present them. In fact, they came to our office already, okay, before we presented the problem to the President last week, Wednesday. That is for your information. That's why the President, before us, Commissioner Greco and ED Executive Director Bringas, directed, and I would like to confirm that, directed the Commissioner of BID, si Jaime Morente, to suspend the 18 BID agents. So, thank you for attending BID. Now, let me start now by welcoming everybody to this press conference arranged by our office. And while we are very happy that the BID, under the office of Secretary Maynard Guevara and under, of course, Commissioner Jaime Morente, have immediately suspended by the Bureau of Immigration and Deportation through the BID Commissioner and then by the Secretary of Justice. We would like to reiterate that there will be more BID agents that is under our watch. Take note. Last week, when the President met with us in Malacanang, he told us, and he told everybody who was there, to get rid of all these corrupt members of the executive department under his watch. That's why there will be more more people, more personnel who are still hard-headed at hindi pa nasasakyan ang announcement niya lagi. From matataas na mga tao ang kanyang pong tinitingnan ngayon. And the commission, as mandated by the Executive Order 43 and amended by Executive Order 73, will really assist the President in going after all these scalawags in the cabinet, including all those who are under the departments of these cabinet members. So I need not name names because we will leave that to the due discretion of the President, because we have already recommended to the President some officials in government under his administration for his action. We are just a processor of all these inquiries. In fact, during our March 6 anniversary, we reported to him in Malacanang that we have received increasing, verifiable, validated information involving all these agencies. And so, to this BID suspended agents, hindi lang po kayo. Marami pa po kayo dyan naka-under watch. Including, of course, other agencies in government. And by the way, I would like to also to announce here that I am designating Commissioner Greco to be the commissioner in charge to run after public works officials, BIR officials, customs officials, and BID officials. As chairman of the PACC, yan po ang aking mandato ngayon. At sinasabi ko ngayon po dito na please stop corruption. Hindi po natin matitigil to hanggat wala pong cooperation ang lahat ng mga ahensya. Especially those who are in government, in the cabinet. And during my, and I reported this also in my report, that we have already completed our meeting dialogue with the various secretaries of various departments. Now we are going through mga regional na. So, this is what I would like to report to you. So that this is very clear. The PACC will run after you guys who are been hard-headed and continuously not supporting the President's program of getting rid of corruption under his watch. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. I'd like just to read the facts of the case. This recommendation has already been approved by the President. In fact, ayaw na lang tingnan yung mga opisyal. Gustong tadyakan sa galit. So, grabe naman po kasi talagang ginawa ng mga opisyal, and this is not their first time. Deeper study, deeper investigation revealed to us, me, as the commissioner, head of the investigation of this case, that one, they name dropped Malacanang, both the President and Secretary Bongo, to be they were doing this for the benefit of Malacanang. That infuriated the President. Number two, this is not the first time they did this. Last December, the same group extorted almost 20 million pesos from another group of Koreans. Number three, there are Chinese victims, Korean victims, Japanese victims of this kind of operation. Napaka walang napakasama at napakawalang kwentang klaseng operasyon na ginagawa ng mga operatiba pong ito. dahil with a general mission order, they secure from the BID. They go on and para bang winawalo po lahat ng makita nilang foreigner doon, whether documented or undocumented. Supposedly kasi pag inaresto mo is una kung ano specified doon sa mission order. Pangalawa, specific dapat kung sino yung huhuliin mo. Pero what they did, kahit may dokumento, and I'll be sending videos later, kinuha po nila yung mga Koreano for this instance in March 6. 15 Koreano po ang kinuha nila who has been working here in the Philippines for a long time, legally working here in the Philippines for a long time. And according to the affidavits of the Koreans, which we face-to-face interviewed upon receiving the report, a total of more than 9 million pesos or 9.4 million pesos was extorted from these Koreans. And there are reports that this is an enrollment fee. Enrollment fee po, ibig sabihin po, meron ng monthly na kasunod. So, ang mahirap po kasi rito sa ginawa nilang ito, this reflects to the Philippines and the Filipinos. For the Koreans, and in Korea, they will not remember the names of the Bureau of Immigration officers, but they will remember the Philippines and the Filipinos. So dahil sa kawalang yan itong mga taong ito, pwedeng isipin ng mga foreigners na lahat ng Pilipino, magnanakaw, lahat ng Pilipino, extorter, lahat ng enforcer dito, corrupt. So hindi ho maliit na kaso ito dahil kung hindi lang sa panahon ni Pangulong Duterte, kailan ba lalabas ng ganito kalaki ho itong isyong to? Tsaka 9 million pesos just like that. Yung mga pinapatay ho sa droga, yung napapatay sa droga, itong ginawa nila to, walang halong tapang to Kabaklaan to Papasukin nila ron, ang dami-dami nila, armado sila, pupuntahan yung mga tao, hindi naman lalaban sa kanila, natatakot pa sa kanila, kukunin nila ng pera. This kind of money, namamatay ang mga tao dito Yung mga nagbabaybas, na mababaybas sa ilalim, for what? 1,500 pesos, 1 million pesos. May tapang nakapalit yun Ang nakalantad doon, ang nakataya ron, buhay nila. Ito wala Ang dadalhin lang nila, yung uniform nila, yung tsapa nila, yung opisina nila, yun lang puhunan nila Tapos, usap-usap sila, mag-ooperate. Winalo po yung buong Clark, pinasok doon, tapos lahat ang nakita ron. Kinuha without reason. Kasi ang sabi ho sa mission order, dapat undocumented to verify whether they have documents. And they presented yung kanilang IDs and yung kanilang visa. So, may documents yun. Then they brought them to the office, tapos according to their own report, sa post-mission report po ng BID, pinakawalan nila after presenting the documents or the passport. Ang problema po doon, under their own rules sa BID, pagka nag-aresto ka ng tao, dahil lumalabas po ito na warrantless arrest, dahil mayroong probable cause, you have to inquest them doon sa opisina and bring it to the legal division and then to the commissioner because only the commissioner will have the power to detain or to release the arrested foreigners. But in this case po, sa level lang po ng mga operatiba, nirelease na dahil doon sa susunod pong mga videos na ilalabas namin, probably before you leave, makikita po ninyo na dinala talaga yung mga tao sa opisina. Tapos, yun nga po, doon sila inirelease according to their own report. And then, there is also a picture that I will be sending to you showing a BID officer collecting the money from the Korean in his house. So, binigay sa kanya 300,000 dahil siguro walang dalang cash. Cash po ito lahat nakuha. Meron atang isang nag-withdraw sa bangko pero most of them gave cash. yung picture ng isang BID official na kalbo, malaking tiyan, nandun sa bahay ng Koreano, sinisingil yung 300,000 na ganun ho ka, ano ba itong mga tao to? Kakalus, kasama. You know, that's why I've always said that corruption should be categorized as heinous. This crime should be penalized by death. In fact, by hanging in Luneta, Facebook Live, everybody will see it in the Philippines so that matuto at mapigilan ang ganitong klaseng gawain. So the President already approved this. Pinuproseso lang po dahil they are covered ng civil service rule, law. So paimbestigahan po sila pinaimbestigahan po sila sa BID. NBI was also tasked to investigate for the criminal aspect of the case, all to be filed in the ombudsman. So yun lamang po, and this is not the last. This will be the first among many. That's why we are inviting, we ask for a press conference so that we can talk to the media and to the foreigners affected. Do not believe that the government or any official is fundraising for their whatever activity. The government is fundraising for an activity. We are not fundraising for any activity. And if any name will be dropped, especially even if it's the name of the president or people close to him, let us know, for the president's order are to arrest these people, kick them out. At pag naglaban po yan, bahala na po sila sa buhay nila. So we are apologizing to the Koreans who were victimized, the Chinese who were victimized. But please, come to our office, connect to us through media or to friends you know that know us, and report to us these kinds of incidents, because we are not like this in the Philippines. The president wants to stop corruption and does not allow this kind of practice, especially in his term. So, maraming salamat po. We'd like to, our representative from the BID is here. He heads the disciplinary Board of Discipline sa BID. We'd like to ask sir kung ano na po ang status update nung kaso right now. Attorney Aldwin Elegre, Deputy Commissioner. Dito, sir.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Commissioner Jaime Morente, yes, we already suspended. Immediately po, upon learning of this incident, we recommended for the suspension of the 18 BI personnel. And in addition to that, all mission orders have been put on hold to avoid further pending investigation of this incident. Totoo po yun na we will not tolerate and we will support the investigation being conducted by the PACC headed by Chairman Dante Menes. So on our part, we assured the public that we will not let this scenario or this incident go unpunished. So on behalf of the Bureau of Immigration, we can assure you the support for the public, for the benefit of the public, as well as the foreigners or in this case, the Koreans. Rest assured that you have our support from the Bureau. Thank you po.
Any message, Attorney Bringas? Our Executive Director from the PCC, ASEC Eduardo Bringas.
I'd just like to inform you that the recommendation of PACC, this investigation was headed by our Commissioner Greco Bellica, is based primarily on the post-operation report that was submitted by the respondents, 18 of them, and based on that post-operation report, it is very clear that they have violated the mission order. The mission order states that they are to verify and investigate Koreans who are in gainful employment and without valid visa in violation of immigration laws. But when they were arrested, all of them have presented visas, and in spite of that, they were arrested. And then after they were arrested and brought to the Bureau of Immigration, as mentioned earlier by Commissioner Greco, they were all released. So the release of is only done through approval of the Commissioner of Immigration through the legal. They did not do that process. They themselves have taken up the power to release. So based on that, there is really something fishy on the arrest of these aliens. So that's why we recommended that they be preventively suspended, which the President and through the Bureau of Immigration has acted upon. Thank you.
So there were, just for more details, there were 15 Koreans. They gave the different amounts, 900,000, meron 1 million, meron 280,000. And there were 18 BI officers. Lahat ito, sir, suspended na, no?
Yes, sir.
Inimbistigahan. And hindi ito ang unang beses sa ginawa nila, no? Their names have popped up many times. I'd like to welcome also the presence of Commissioner Manny Luna, PACC Commissioner. Would you like to hear the names? You like to hear the names of the involved? Or bigyan na namin kayong kopya? Gusto mo i-announce? Okay. Kami na lang po. Pero suspended na po itong mga to. IO2 ba yan? Intel Officer 2, Adonis Porpecho. Ito yung head. Ito yung team leader. IO2, Isidro Jonathan Tayag. IA1, Gilbert Macapagal. IA1, Patricia Doroha. IA1, Jerry De Guzman. IA Shinlin Simeon. IA Ronald Nebre. IA3, Arnel Monreal. AA3, ano yung AA3? AA Dimagonot Mascara. AA2, Franklin Fabricante. CA Gerson. Ano yung CA, sir? Ma'am? CA, confidential agent, whatever. Contractual agents. Confidential agent, Gerson Albata. CA Ferdinand Orendain. CA Cabigues, Romeo Cabigues. CA Renard Quebral. CA Eunice De Guzman. CA, mga job orders na po ang CA. Dibarosan, Makatanong, CA Recalia Reselis, CA Lee Marvin Terminio. I read this to, say corrupt government officials. Grabe yung ginawa nila, no? Walang death penalty kasi rito pero mahuhuli kayo, matatanggal kayo, masususpindi kayo, mapapahiya pa kayo for doing what you've done. And the Filipino deserves that more justice than this. So, kaya po sa ating mga kababayan, I'd like you to know na kung ano man chismis na sinasabi na wala akong palakasan dito sa amin sa PACC, lalo-lalo na sa Pangulo. Independent po kami lahat mag-isip dito. Ang investigasyon dito, talaga investigasyon. Pag naniniwala yung isa, hindi naniniwala yung isa, hindi talaga papasayan. Basta you have to convince us with evidence. Wala akong palakasan dito. So, yun lang po para sabi si Pangulo, he was really frustrated. He said, I attempted to resign twice because of corruption dahil hindi lang pumayag itong mga kasama ko pero kung hindi titigil ang korupsyon, walang kaayusan hindi maayos ang Pilipinas, walang mangyayari dito. So, humihingi po kami ng tulong sa mga ating kababayan na magsumbong. Yun lang naman po ang pwede niyo itulong sa amin Sumbong, your identity will be kept in confidence. Kung yun po ang gusto ninyo, we will take up the cuddles for you. And sa atin pong mga kapwa empleyado ng gobyerno, Ako po, pag wala na si President Duterte, wala na rin si Commissioner Greco Belica. Pero I'm saying while I'm here, sa harap ng Diyos at harap ng tao, gagawin ko talaga lahat na kaya kong gagawin para lang sana may mga sumunod pa sa aking mga bata na maglalakas loob din na lumaban sa mali. Buhay ko nasa Panginoon Diyos. Si Chairman Dante, extended ng buhay nito kay Lord. Pero ganun po kaming lahat dito. So sa mga kasama ko po sa empleyado, mga empleyado tayo ng gobyerno, nakikiusap naman po kami. Ayaw namin magpahiyaan, ayaw namin na tayo magbanggaan. Pero you continue what you're doing, we will be unbending. We will be unbending. Wala akong pakiusapan dito. And you will feel the force of the law. The president will know. The country will know. Yes. Before we give the floor to some possible questions, I'd like to introduce Commissioner Manny Luna.
Magandang hapon. Umaga pa pala. Magandang umaga. Commissioner Greco, Chairman Jimenez, Executive Director Bringas, at saka yung taga-BID. Time and time again, nire-remind po ng ating Pangulo at ng PACC na walang sacred cows po sa anti-corruption drive ng gobyerno. Kung sa tingin nyo ay kaya nyo ang gobyerno at magpapatuloy kayo sa inyong masamang gawain, nagkakamali ho kayo. You are under watch. All departments, offices, agencies, even those outside of the executive department, you are under watch. Sa anti-corruption drive ng Pangulo, walang exemption dyan. Walang sacred cow. You better watch out kasi baka as we speak, somebody is looking at your back and at your front and maybe reporting to the President or to us yung mga illegal activities ninyo, corrupt practices. So your days are numbered. Yan lang po.
Okay, so we are now opening for, the table, the floor for questions and answer from our media friends. There are 2 mics in the floor. You can use this kung sino man po ang meron pang gustong karagdagang tanong. Ma'am, yes, Ma'am Marisol, please state your name and the network po.
Good morning. I'm Marisol Abduraman po from GMA7 to Combelhica. Sir, you personally investigated the case po. Is this the same group, same modus? How long they have been doing this po, sir, based from your investigation?
Yes, ma'am, I've personally investigated it. The names of that I read today, some of the names have frequently came out. They did one more operation similar to this in December. 19 million po ang
Yes, sir, last 2017.
September 2017, September 2017, 20 million pesos naman po nakuha. Tapos ganon din ito, iba rin to, 19 million. Okay, 19 plus 1 million, so 20 million. I've spoke to some Koreans and their heads. Sinabi na ho nila na 300 na raw po ang nagaganito sa kanila. So, similar operations po. Ang kaibahan po kasi ngayon, dati ang hinuhuli mo lang, or by law, ang dapat mo lang huliin are documented foreigners. Pero in this case po, pati yung documented, ini-extorta na ng pera for... basta nakita ka. Kaya nga po, yun, sinight po namin kay Pangulong Duterte at saka kay Commissioner Morente yung pag-i-issue ng general mission order should not be practiced because it's like issuing a general warrant which is prohibited by law.
Okay. Sir, and those 300 Koreans, are they referring to the same group of intel agents? Rather, I mean, BI agents na nag-operate?
Iba-iba ho. Pero yung names, yung ilang names na minention ko rito has been consistently popping up in many cases that was told to me po.
All right. DepCom Alegre, sir, please. Sir, obviously, hindi naman lahat, pero mukhang marami dyan ang hindi ito first time ginawa. So, did they have previous records sa BI? Have they been investigated before? Usually itong mga nagpapop out na names?
Actually, ma'am, this is the first time na nangyari to sa BI pertaining to the intelligence agents. So, sa ngayon, ang ginagawa, we created a fact-finding committee to investigate, and we're planning to do some revamp on personnel, particularly on the Intel department, to avoid repetition of this incident. Sa ngayon lang po ito, this is the first time na may lumabas na ganito sa Bureau of Immigration.
Really, sir? Involving those people?
Ngayon lang po yung may lumabas na formal complaint na nag-file against this personnel po.
Kaya hindi pa sila na-investigahan even in the past po, sir, nitong mga tao?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Thank you.
I think, ma'am, that's normal. Kasi pag foreigner ka, tapos
They don't usually complain.
tatakot ka mag-complain dahil parang gobyerno ang kalaban mo, ano. So, you just rather pay. So, pero matagal na po itong usap-usapan, it's public knowledge na ginagawa po ito ng maraming corrupt na government official. Hindi naman ho lahat, pero maraming corrupt. Apo.
Alright. Sir, just one more, pahabol kay Depco. Sir, pag sinabing suspended, ano ho ang kanilang status? Like, hindi na sila magre-report? Are they, parang pulis ba yan na naka-hold lang sila para to make sure na should there be an investigation, all of them will be available? Kasi I understand, Commissioner Belhica, sir, am I right? Pinatawag yung 18 sa Malacanang but only 4 showed up? Tama ba, sir?
Under suspension, ma'am, totally hindi po sila pwede mag-report.
Sir,
Wala silang kailangan gawin, totally. Because they're under investigation for a period of 90 days. And then, under the Board of Discipline sa Bureau of Immigration, within that period, we should be able to resolve the case for dismissal of the personnel involved if found guilty. Then we will make the necessary recommendation with the Department of Justice for the appropriate sanctions.
Nung you were asking, ma'am, yung sa meeting sa Malacanang, all the 18 were involved. 4 came. The rest were absent. Yung iba ayaw na raw magpakita, according to Commissioner Morente and Deputy Commissioner Javier. Tubing Javier. Yung iba, na sa ospital daw that time, parang na-emergency. Siguro na high blood. Di ko alam kung natuluyan sana. Pero yung 4 to dumating. And the President saw them. We were all there face to face when I was presenting the case to the President. Opo.
Sir, can you share with us how was the conversation?
Oh, the President came in. He was taas ang spirit eh. Gentlemen, sit down. Take your seats. Upuan po kaming lahat. Tapos then he started narrating. Yun nga, sinabi niya, alam mo, I've attempted to resign twice. One dun sa command conference, second sa cabinet meeting because of corruption. Dahil hindi natuloy dahil yung mga tao did not want me to do it. Sabi ko nga ron sa mga sundalo at mga pulis gusto nyo, di kayo na mag-take over. So, syempre, mabigat naman sa damdamin namin naman nakikinig dahil siya na lang inaasahan natin So, pero sinabi niya, kasi pag ang korupsyon hindi tumigil, sabi niya, walang magiging kaayusan sa ating bansa. Hindi talaga, there will be no order. Pagka dumaan daw ang papel sa opisina ng gobyerno, ng kahit na sino empleyado, talaga raw tumatagal or pwedeng pirahan. That's why he was reiterating on simplifying the systems. And dalawa lang naman po Number 1 is to kick out the corrupt politician. Number 2 is to simplify corrupt systems. Yun lang naman po ang laban ng corruption And dito po sa amin sa PACC, yun lang naman ang bottom line Sinong kakasuhan, sino patatanggal, anong sistema pababago na i-recommend sa presidente. Dalawa lang po yan. So, I think that will be the summary and the end report conclusion of the PACC. Ilan ang kinasuhan, ilan ang pinatanggal at ilan ang natanggal. Yun po. Sir, any other questions from I'd recognize ABS-CBN Zian Ambrosio. Ma'am, thank you. TV5 Romel Lopez, sir. PTV News crews are here, and PDI Radio Inquirer. Any questions pa po? Yes, Ma'am Zian.
Sir, on another issue, this is for Ma'am Dana Sandoval and Attorney Alegre. Meron po kumakalat sa Facebook ngayon, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, from Sian Gaza. Meron nakalagay po a thread, paano lumabas ng bansang Pilipinas ang may 3 warrants of arrest at 5 taong sentensya. So dito po lumalabas sa messages niya, I think you're verifying already, na parang nakalabas po siya ng bansa na meron siya, yun nga po, maraming warrant of arrest, pero nakalusot daw siya sa Bureau of Immigration. I-verify lang po namin kung totoo po ito. At,
Siguro, although it's not the topic of today's press conference, I can give you a short that. It's fake news, basically, because when he left the country, he did not have any derogatory record, so there was no explicit order from the courts barring his departure. So I don't know the reasons why he was saying that, but we will be studying po what we can do about it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you.
Sir? Yeah. Romel Lopez from TV5, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, kung lang, just for the records, paano makikikwento lang kung paano nag-umpisa itong extortion na ito dun sa mga Korean, sir?
This happened in March 6. I led, and then, the incident happened in March 6. And then PACC, DOJ, in the Office of the President received the report and a complaint from the Koreans who were extorted money. And then a news came out from, I think, GMA7 by Ma'am Marie. News. VACC. The Koreans went to VACC, Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, by Boy Evangelista, the president of VACC after Chairman Dante Jimenez is founding chair. And brought this to the media. And then the report reached the office of the president, that was then passed on to me, NBI for investigation. So, altamano po, nag-imbestiga po kagad ako. It was Saturday last week, ma'am? So, Saturday last week, I got the report. Tapos, whatever documents they had, they sent it to me through Viber. And then from there, nag-umpisa na po ako mag-imbestiga. Nagtawag na ako sa BI to get the formal investigation report. Tumawag na po ako sa NBI for other reports that they may have. And then hinanap ko na po kung sino ang source ng mga information ng mga Koreano. And then hinarap ko na po sila by Wednesday. Kay Pangulo na po kami with Chairman Jimenez and ED Doy and the BI officials and the kidnappers. Kidnapping ko yung ginawa nila eh. That will fall in that element. Pagka, there are lawyers here. They took them against their will. They extorted money from them. So I don't know. It's for the court to, the court will decide on that. Pero if reading and reviewing those mga crimes, mga elements ngayon, they may fall under those crimes.
Sir, kamusta yung yung approach sa inyo ng mga Koreano? Paano nila kinuwento sa inyo yung mga pangyayari? Na-trauma ba sila? Natakot ba sila? Paano, sir?
Well, takot na takot po. They were supposed to meet the chairman here in PACC last Friday pa po, the previous Friday. Pero because of fear for their lives, hindi ho sila tumuloy. And then Monday, they decided to come with their interpreter. So they were around 10 Koreans who came who requested not to be for their faces not to be shown because of fear. Takot na takot po talaga, and the only reason that they came was when they were told that the president is on this and wants to resolve this. Kasi po tinakot sila na wag magsumbong na sa Malacanang. Dahil nga Malacanang daw ang nagpa-fundraising. Wala akong katotohanan yon, kasinungalingan po yon. Galit na galit ang Pangulo doon, galit na galit si former Secretary Bongo doon dahil pati issue siya dinamay. Yun po, ganoon na nangyari.
So yung pala yung mabigat na allegation nila, sir. Pati Malacanang kasama.
Sama ko Malacanang.
Oh. Sir, yung mga Koreans na ito, nabanggit nyo documented. Ano sila, mga estudyante ba?
Hindi.
Negosyante? Or mga
Tatrabaho talaga, negosyante talaga rito. Matagal na. Merong Koreans, 7 years, 3 years in the Philippines. So, yung video, makikita nyo mamaya. Bigyan ko kayo ng kopya. Makikita mo mga dissenting tao na ordinaryong negosyante. Na ganun.
Sir, I don't know kung masasagot nyo naman ito, pahabol lang. Kasi doon sa Las Piñas, may sikat na food park. I don't know kung sino sasagot. Viral din ngayon, food park na for Chinese nationals only. Yung BI ba, may planong i-check din ma'am yung lugar or yung PACC ba? Kasi medyo parang nagtatampo yung mga diners na Pilipino. Gusto rin makatikim yata ng Chinese food. Hindi naman po makapasok. Any reactions po, ma'am?
Yes, although yung entrance po dun sa area na yon hindi na po saklaw ng jurisdiction ng immigration kung sino po yung mga customers nila. But we will be checking po kung ano po yung status nitong mga foreign nationals na ito na allegedly po nandoon po at nagtatrabaho dito sa mga restaurants na ito.
Hindi, ngayon that you have, you have brought that to our attention, we are requesting yung, kasi kami, salary grade 26 ang aming jurisdiction, pero requesting BI, and we will call up NBI to check on the report that you have said. Tapos, imbitahin kita mag-lunch doon pagka okay na. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of General Manager Michael Dulumpine, sir.